Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pokemon Go episode. Yes, that's right, we're going to be taking a look at every potential Mega Pokemon coming to Pokemon Go. We're going to be looking at its max CP for level 40, we're going to look at its typing, we ain't going to take a look at its moveset because what I think is going to happen is whatever moveset you have on that Pokemon, when you Mega Evolve it, it's going to kick that moveset. Now, I could be wrong. It could change things, you may Mega Evolve it, may change its moveset. But then it will make sense for Pokemon with legacy moves such as Ampharos, just for this instance. At a community day, it got the move Dragon Pulse, and obviously it becomes Electric Dragon type, so it makes sense that it keeps Dragon Pulse. Anyway, before we look at every single Mega Pokemon on the list, there is a reason I'm doing this video, because I do believe Mega Pokemon are going to be dropped within the next month. I reckon they're going to release Mega Stones weekly, and I reckon it's going to be really hard to actually get yourself a Mega Stone. So I reckon it's going to be in the breakthrough box. So at the end of the week, you have a chance to get a certain Mega Stone, and like I say, I reckon they're going to do it in waves. So the reason why I'm doing this video now is because it was just dropped a couple of days ago, Magikarp Community Day. Now you say, well, what's that got to do with Mega Pokemon? Now, Magikarp and Gyarados were the first shinies in Pokemon Go, and we've had so many events for Magikarp and Gyarados and getting ourselves shot out. I'd say 90% of the people have a shiny Magikarp at some point, unless you're a new player. Obviously, if you're a new player, I understand. But it was the first shiny released into Pokemon Go. It's had so many events, and I think the first Mega to be released in Pokemon Go is going to be Gyarados. It makes sense. So it's the longest reigning shiny, one of the first community days, one of the first events, the water event, back in 2016, I do believe. So it makes sense for it to be the first Mega Pokemon released in Pokemon Go. So I think we're going to have a twist this community day. I think we're going to have our normal community day. We're all going to be happy. We're going to get ourselves them golden, lovely, shiny Magikarps. And we're going to get, I think it is Aquatail with Gyarados for the community day move. And obviously, if you've got fast TMs and elite TMs, you can get Dragon Breath and legacy moves, such things as like that. But I think after we've done our community day, and we've all got ourselves our shiny Magikarps and shiny Gyarados, Niantic are going to drop the big one. They're going to say the Mega Stone for Gyarados is now in game, and you'll have to get it through your weekly breakthrough box. And I'm really excited, people. Now, this is just my theory. This is a crazy theory, but like I said, Magikarp was the first shiny released, so it makes sense for Gyarados to be the first Mega release. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on about Community Day. This is just my theory why I think Mega Pokemon are going to come into Pokemon Go very soon. And obviously, at the end of the year, we're going to have the level cap increase from 40 to 50. I can't wait for that. So take that in consideration. This video was done before the level cap increase. So this is max CP for a level 40 Pokemon, so such as Mewtwo being 4,000 and something CP, and when it Mega Evolves it gets 6,000 something CP. When it gets to, that's for level 40, when it goes to level 50, obviously the CP is going to increase. So people don't get confused if I'm completely wrong and they do the level cap increase to level 50 before they bring out Mega Pokemon, and then all the CPs all mixed up. This is for level 40 Pokemon. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on. I hope you all enjoy this. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy my footage. So, Mega Evolutions and their max CP. We can only speculate about how will Mega Evolutions work in Pokemon Go, and only hope abilities and other features will also be implemented in some time before that. Until then, let's see what currently available Pokemon can Mega Evolve, and what would their max CP be with the current CP formula. Because obviously, as you all know, we're going to be going from level 40 to level 50 soon. It's going to be sort of coming out at the same sort of time as Mega Pokemon. That's what I'm assuming anyway. So you can maybe start saving some candies. Pokemon with asterisks next to its max CP has had its stats nerfed. So Niantic like to nerf certain Pokemon such as Mewtwo, Blissey, Pokemon like that. Pokemon that will be overpowered in certain situations. So if they never nerfed Mewtwo, it will just be an absolute beast. And the same with Blissey. Obviously, they nerfed Blissey because of the gym situation. Just hard taking Blissey's out of gyms. But I like that. It was competitive, and that's how it should be. But Pokemon Go is not like a main series Pokemon game. It seems to be like they try and make everything as fair as possible, even for people lower levels, which I don't really understand, because I would rather grind. You're putting in the work, so why should everything be balanced? If you're putting on the work and you're high level, you should be rewarded more. Anyway, that's another video. We're going to talk about the level increase from 40 to 50 in another video. Definitely, because I'm really excited about that. So anyway, first Pokemon on our list is Mewtwo, with a max CP of 4,178. Now, Mewtwo has two forms. It has an X form and a Y form. So the first form is Mega Mewtwo Y. Now, it is a pure Psychic type, and it is the most powerful Mega Pokemon in game. Also, we're going to get other Pokemon like Black Kyurem and Kyogre and Groudon Origin. Different types of Kyogre, Groudon and Kyurem, which are really powerful in their own way. They're nothing to do with Mega Evolutions though. It's a different type of form, so we can't really talk about that, and we don't know if Niantic going to release that. We're just going to talk about Mega Pokemon. So anyway, first Pokemon on the list is Mega Mewtwo Y. It is still a pure Psychic type with a max CP of 6,803. Now I'm going to go through these quick, because obviously there's a lot on the list, and I don't want the video to be too long. So next on the list we have Mewtwo again. See, we all know CP, Mega Mewtwo X. Now, it is a Psychic and Fighting type, so it has changed its typing. I'm not going to lie, it's good that it's changed its typing, but if you had a choice of which Mewtwo Stone you could use and what one you could evolve it to, and it had to stay like that, I would go with the Mega Mewtwo Y. It's just better, it hits harder, and that's what Mewtwo is all about. It's about hitting hard, and obviously Mega Mewtwo X is just a bit more defensive, and that's not really what you want from Mewtwo. Mewtwo is just about throwing them hits out and taking people down. Right, next on the list, one of my favourite Pokemon, Dragon Flying type Rayquaza, with a max CP of 3,835. Mega Rayquaza is still a Dragon and Flying type, and it has a max CP of 6,040. So obviously what you've got to take in account, people, this is for level 40, like I said, and obviously we don't know when level 50 is going to come out, so this may all change, but I'm just letting you have a look for the time being, what it would be like if we got Mega Pokemon and you evolved it at max level, what the CP would come out roughly at. Next on the list we have Garchomp, another Dragon type. It is a Dragon and Ground type. It has a max CP of 3,962, and Mega Garchomp looks absolutely crazy. Same as Mega Rayquaza, they're absolutely stunning Mega Pokemon. It's still a Dragon and Ground type with a max CP of 5,425. Next on the list we have Tyranitar, one of the best Pokemon for a very long time in Pokemon Go, until a lot of other Pokemon come out. And it is a Rock and Dark type, and it has a max CP of 3,834. Mega Tyranitar looks absolutely mental as well. The rocks have just basically got bigger, the spikes have just got bigger, they've grown. It is still a Rock and Dark type, and it has a max CP of 5,348. Right, next on the list we have Salamance, Dragon and Flying type, with a max CP of 3,749. Mega Salamance, I'm not a big fan of Mega Salamance. Now, I love my Dragon Pokemon, that's why I'm Dragon Tamer Dan. But for me, it's gone to a Dragon and it's turned into a machine. It reminds me of the Porygon family. Don't get me wrong, I love the Porygon family. They're very unique, but I don't think this is what dragons should be. They shouldn't turn into some sort of like robotic dragon thing. And I'm not a big fan of it. But it is a very good Pokemon. It is still a Dragon Flying type, and it still has a max CP of 5,032 for level 40. Right, next on the list is a Pokemon that is very underrated, really, because this is a very, very good Pokemon. Like, legendary-wise, anyway, because obviously all legendaries are good, but people don't really talk about this Pokemon a lot. And I've actually used this in PvP quite a bit, and it's got a very good moveset, and that is Latios. Right, so Latios is the female version. I'd say it's the female version. Obviously, legendaries don't have a gender. And Latios is the female version and Latios is the male version. I'm just going to say that because it just seems right. So it is a Dragon and Psychic type, and it has a max CP of 3,812. Mega Latios, completely changed. It's gone for that robotic feel again, but unlike Salamance, I actually like this because of the colouring. I like the colouring, the way it's changed its colouring, and it isn't too robotic. It still looks like lifelike. So it's still a Dragon Psychic type, and it is a max CP of 5,008. Right, next on the list, one of probably the best shinies in game, if you can get a shiny, if you took part in Beldon Community Day, and that is Metagross. It is a Steel and Psychic type with a max CP of 3,645. Just take a look at Mega Metagross. It is absolutely crazy looking with the 4 fists of spikes, the steel claws. Mega Metagross is still a Steel and Psychic type with a max CP of 4,912. Right, next on the list, the first regional on the list, and probably the best regional in game. It's actually the only regional to break the 3,000 CP mark, and that is Heracross. I wish I lived in a region with more Heracross, because I would definitely max one of these out. It is a bug fighting type with a max CP of 3,101. Now, Mega Heracross is an absolutely beautiful Mega. Look at that, it's changed its colouring. It sort of reminds me of a Kyogre, sort of related to a Kyogre with the colour in the blue and the red stripe, but this is absolutely quality. A regional breaking over 3,000 CP, and then when it Mega Evolves, it goes to 4,815 people. So it's still a bug fighting type. That is crazy for a regional. Anyway, next on the list we have Latios' little sister. I say little sister, just in a sense, obviously we know they're not got no genders or anything. It is a Dragon and Psychic type. It has a max CP of 3,512. And Mega Latios just looks like the Mega Latios. It's changed its colouring, very nice colouring. If you like tanky Pokemon, that's what this is. Mega Latios is going to be more tankier than Mega Latios, but we like the attacking Pokemon. Most people like the attacking Pokemon. And it has a max CP of 4,802. Right, next on the list is going to be our current Community Day. And obviously we're going to have Magikarp Community Day, but I feel like they're going to do something with Mega Pokemon people soon. So this is why I'm picking this video up, and that is Gyarados. Gyarados is such a beautiful shiny, so is Magikarp, and I do believe this is going to be the first Mega in-game. I could be completely wrong, but I think they're doing something with this Community Day, because it's weird that they're bringing Magikarp Community Day back. We've had loads of events for shiny Magikarp. Anyway, it's a water flying type. And this is the first Pokemon on the list that actually changes typing. So it has a max CP of 3,391. And just check out Mega Gyarados, people. It is an absolute beast, especially if you get a shiny one. And it's the first Pokemon to change its typing. Like I said, it is now a Water and Dark type with a max CP of 4,727 CP. And I'm assuming this is going to be the first Mega in-game. So I think Mega Pokemon are going to come before the level increase. I reckon the level increase is going to happen at the end of the year, from level 40 to level 50, and I do believe Mega Pokemon are going to come within about a month, people. That's my prediction. I could be totally wrong, but it's worth a guess. Right, next Pokemon on the list is Gardevoir Psychic Fairy type, max CP of 3,093. Mega Gardevoir, I ain't a big fan. Some people are going to hate that, but its sprite hasn't changed too much. It just looks like it's become a fat Gardevoir, and Gardevoir is supposed to be elegant, smart, psychic, and it just looks like it's become a Mega Gardevoir. It's one of the Megas I'm not a big fan of. It's still a Psychic and Fairy type with a max CP of 4,513. Right, next on the list is fan favourite. We have Charizard, Fire and Flying type with a max CP of 2,889. Now, Mega Charizard has two forms. This is the wife. This is probably arguably the worse form, just because of the appearances, but this is the tankier form. This is probably better in PvP, to be fair. This probably is better in PvP. This is the defensive form of me. The attack form is the other form, the X form. But the Y form probably is better, but it isn't my most favourite of the forms. But if you can get shiny, it will look absolutely quality. So it has a max CP of 4,480. And I know a lot of people can't wait to get that one. Next we have on the list, Swampert Water and Ground with a max CP of 2,974. Mega Swampert is going to be an absolute beast. Are we going to be able to use these Mega Pokemon in PvP? That's what I wonder, because as everyone knows, Swampert is very good in the Ultra League and the Great League, sort of. Ultra League more, and I'm just wondering if we're going to be able to use these in PvP, because what would be the point of just having them? I do know that, well, we're speculating still, but I do know once you Mega Evolve, you keep that Pokemon as a Mega in your Pokemon Go list, which is really nice. I was hoping for that, but that's still speculation. Who knows what Niantic are going to actually do? They can change anything at any moment. So Mega Swampert, still a Water Ground type with a max CP of 4,417. Next, we're going to move on to one of the best Psychic types in-game, which isn't a legendary, that is Alakazam, with a max CP of 3,057. Mega Alakazam is just grabbed some more spoons and thrown them in the air and grown that beard. And he has a max CP of 4,367. Next on the list, everyone's favourite ghost, Gengar. It has a max CP of 2,878. Now, if you've got a shiny Gengar, you'll know it doesn't look too different to regular Gengar, but this is where it comes in handy, people, having that shiny Gengar. When you evolve it to Mega Gengar, a shiny one will go bright white. It is an absolutely beautiful shiny, so look forward to Mega Evolving your shiny Gengars. It is still a Ghost and Poison type with a max CP of 4,337. Next on the list is one that I'm really excited for because of two reasons. One, because it changes its typing to Dragon, and as you know, I love my Dragon Pokemon. And two, because I have a shiny, lucky 100% Ampharos with the Community Day move Dragon Pulse. Now, it has a max CP of 2,852. When it Mega Evolves, obviously, like I said, it becomes Electric and Dragon type. And just check it out. It is so majestic with that white hair and that long white bushy tail. And it's such a good typing as well. I do believe the only other Electric Dragon type is Zekrom. And this has a max CP of 4,256, and I can't wait to use this, people. Right, next on the list is a Pokemon that was really, really annoying for me in Pokemon Let's Go. I just did not know what to do with it when it Mega Evolved, and that is Pinsir. One of the best bug types in game. It has a max CP of 2,959, and just check out that Mega Pinsir, people. It looks absolutely evil. It looks like a beast. It is still a bug, and no, it changes type. It now becomes a bug and flying type. So this would have been really weak to something like ice. But it's got a max CP of 4,183, and I just did not really know what to do with it in Pokemon Let's Go. Right, next Pokemon on the list. A Pokemon that I really like in main series Pokemon games, but I just don't really like it in Pokemon Go, and that is Agron. It's only really used for throwing in gyms. It's very tanky, but when we get Mega Agron and it changes typing from Steel Rock to a pure Steel type, who knows? This could be really, really good at attacking and defending. This could become meta because it's such a tanky Pokemon and it's changing that typing. So it has a max CP of 4,163. Next on the list is another Generation starter, Generation 2 starter, I do believe, and this is Blaziken, Fire and Fighting type with a max CP of 2,848. Mega Blaziken looks like an absolute beast. It's still a firefighting type with a max CP of 4,162. Now, saying about Pokemon Let's Go, this is another Pokemon that was really, really meta and annoying in Pokemon Let's Go. Now, I never used it because everybody did. Everybody played Stealth Rock and everybody had the Mega Aerodactyl. Now, it's a quality looking fossil Pokemon, and it's the first fossil Pokemon on this list. And I don't blame them because it's a really cool looking Pokemon. I actually think Aerodactyl should have a higher CP of like 3,000. But anyway, it has a max CP of 2,783. And look at that Mega Aerodactyl, people. It's an absolute beast. Stunning Pokemon. It's still a rock and flying type with a max CP of 4,119. And I do believe this is going to become a meta Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Next on the list, another great bug type. Probably is the best bug type in game because of the moveset. Even though Pinsir is slightly above it with max CP and stats wise, but because of the moveset, obviously movesets matter a lot in Pokemon Go. That is Scissor. It's a bug and steel type with a max CP of 3,001. So the only way to get a Scissor over 3000 CP is over 100%, and guess what, people? I have one over 100% and I have it maxed out. So, Mega Scissor, another nice looking Mega Pokemon. It is still a Bug and Steel type, and it just breaks over that 4000 CP mark at 4088. Next Pokemon on the list is Sceptile, pure grass type with a max CP of 2757. Just check out that Mega Sprite from Mega Sceptile. Beautiful Mega. The artwork on that is absolutely stunning. It is crazy, and it actually changed type into a grass dragon type. Now that's a very unusual typing. I don't know what is the only other grass dragon type I can think of is Alolan Executor. It is a max CP of 4069. Right, next on the list is another fan favourite, but it's not too good in Pokemon Go, but it's actually quite good in the Ultra League. So I know not a lot of people use Blastoise, but you can actually use this in the Ultra League. I do have one in the Ultra League, and that is Blastoise, and I also use it in the Great League as well sometimes. That is Blastoise with pure water type with a max CP of 2466. Mega Blastoise grows a giant cannon on his back and is an absolute beast. And obviously all the starters, Charizard, Venusaur and Blastoise were all good in Pokemon Let's Go. So anyway, Mega Blastoise has a max CP of 3950. So next on the list is a pure normal type, and that is another regional Kangaskhan with a max CP of 2586. Mega Kangaskhan, its baby has now jumped out of his pouch, and it's still a pure normal type with a max CP of 3851. Not much to say about Kangaskhan. Normal types ain't too good in Pokemon Go, but it's still a beautiful Mega, and it is another regional. Anyway, next on the list is the one we've all been waiting for, that Mega Charizard X. Charizard is a fire flying type with obviously a max CP of 2889, but just check out that Mega Charizard X, people. Look at those blue flames coming out of his mouth, those blue wings, that black body. It is a fire and dragon type, so it finally becomes a dragon type with a max CP of 3851, and I reckon everybody's going to be looking forward to this one, even though the Y form probably is better, but just the overall appearance, that dragon typing, it's just a quality looking Pokemon. Right, next on the list we have Houndoom, Dark and Fire type with a max CP of 2635. Then we have Mega Houndoom, giant horns, it just looks more demonic. It's still a Dark and Fire type with a max CP of 3843. So next on the list we have another fan favourite, and that is Lucario, pure fighting type with a max CP of 2703. Mega Lucario actually changes its typing, and Mega Lucario, I'm not going to lie, looks like an absolute beast, because I ain't actually too much of a big fan of Lucario. I do have a shiny, but Mega Lucario is an absolutely stunning Mega Pokemon. It is a fighting and steel type with a max CP of 3826. So we looked at some beautiful Megas there, and then we're moving on to probably one of the most underrated and not appreciated Mega Pokemon, that is Slowbro. So it's a water and psychic type with a max CP of 2545. Just look at Mega Slowbro, you'll understand why. It's just been eaten by a shelled, and there's not really much more to say about it. It has a max CP of 3772, so it's still going to be really, really strong, but it's just an underwhelming Mega looking Pokemon. Next on the list is Stelix with it's a steel and ground type with a max CP of 2414. Now Mega Stelix looks absolutely beastly, I'm not going to lie. It is a steel and ground type with a max CP of 3671, and this is going to be a tanky Pokemon. It's already a tanky Pokemon in Pokemon Go, but when it Mega Evolves, it's going to be a beast. Next in the game, probably one of the best Mega Pokemon that you could use in Pokemon Let's Go, just because of things like status effects and just tactics really. Pokemon Go doesn't really have many tactics in PvP, but Venusaur is a grass and poison type with a max CP of 2720, and Mega Venusaur was an absolute beast because you could put Pokemon to sleep, you could poison them, you could leech seed them, and that's where I feel like Pokemon Go is falling behind a little bit. It needs to get away from tap and go, and it needs to bring some strategy into the game, so we could start using like poison moves and sleep moves and all different stats, effect moves. That's what I think PvP's missing, and hopefully, you never know, in the future Niantic may change it, so you've got a choice in 1 and 4 moves. Anyway, Mega Venusaur has a max CP of 3,699. Right, next on the list is another fan favourite. I'm not going to lie, I do like Pidgeot. It is a normal and flying type. It is the OG bird, obviously, in Kanto. You see Pidgey everywhere straight away. And I do love Pidgeot. It's a normal flying type with a max CP of 2,129. Obviously, it's not too good in Pokemon Go, but it has a beautiful shiny. And this is where it's going to come in handy. When it Mega Evolves, just check that sprite out. It's a beautiful sprite. It's still a normal flying type, but it now has a max CP of 3,693. And it's probably going to come in useful. Next on the list is Bayonet. This is actually a very quick attacking ghost Pokemon, so it's very underrated. So it's very, very glassy, but this can actually hit quite hard. It has a max CP of 2,298. Mega Bayonet, I'm not going to lie, looks like an absolute beast. Just check that out. It's a beautiful Mega. That's what Mega Pokemon should like. And it is still a ghost type with a max CP of 3,595. Next on the list we have Monetric. It is a pure electric type with a max CP of 2,340. Mega Monetric is basically looking like a giant lightning bolt. It's still a pure electric type with a max CP of 3,581. So I'm going to start going a little bit quicker on the list because we're starting to get lower on the list to the Mega Pokemon that ain't so important, even though some of them still will be good for PvP if we can use Mega Pokemon in PvP. So next on this we have Abomasnow. It is a grass and ice type with a max CP of 2,362. Mega Abomasnow, I'm not going to lie, it looks like an absolute beast. It is still a grass and ice type with a max CP of 3,406. Next Pokemon on the list was a Pokemon a lot of people used in Pokemon Let's Go. Just because of the typing, there isn't too many bug poison types you can actually use in Pokemon Let's Go, because obviously it is a Kanto game. But Mega Beedrill was actually very good, and it never changes typing, still a bug and poison type, just got them 3 extra stingers and a great big twin needle arms. It has a max CP of 3,394, but it is a bug, so it's going to be very squishy. Next on the list is Absol. Pokemon I tried to get shiny for ages, could not get one. He's a dark type with a max CP of 2,526. Just check out Mega Absol, it's an absolutely beautiful sprite. Still pure dark type with a max CP of 3,312. So sorry if I'm going a little bit quick, but we need to get through these. I don't want the video to be too long. So next on this is Sharpedo, water and dark type with a max CP of 2,181. Mega Sharpedo just looks like an absolute beast, like a great white shark, and if you've got a shiny one it's going to look beautiful as it goes purple. And it is a water and dark type still with a max CP of 3,285. Next on the list we have Glalie. It is a pure ice type with a max CP of 2,105. Mega Glalie has got a massive mouth, that's all I can say about that. It's still an ice type and it has a max CP of 3,230. Next on the list we have Camerupt, fire and ground Pokemon with a max CP of 2,193. Mega Camerupt got a giant volcano on his back. It is now still a fire and ground type with a max CP of 3,229. Next on the list, one of the best Pokemon for the Great League, and that is Altaria, dragon and flying type with a max CP of 2,004. Mega Altaria looks absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. It is now become a dragon and fairy type, so that's going to be very, very interesting in PvP. I'm not going to lie, it's going to be very, very interesting. It's got a max CP of 3,171. Next on the list is Aldino, pure normal type with a max CP of 1,682. It's actually a Pokemon that you would never use. By giving it a Mega Evolution, it may become useful, especially changing its typing. So with all these normal types, it's nice to see that this has become a normal fairy type, because that's what these normal Pokemon need. They need a change in typing. So anyway, Mega Aldino, normal fairy type with a max CP of 2,525. Next on the list we have Medicham, is a fighting and psychic type with a max CP of 1,431. Mega Medicham is still a fighting and psychic type with a max CP of 2,496. Then we have Mawile, Steel and Fairy type with a max CP of 1,634. Mega Wow looks really cool. Loving the way it's transformed. It looks like it's evolved. It looks like it's evolved. And it is still a Steel and Fairy type with a max CP of 2,381. And then last on the list, but not least, is Sableye. Dark and Ghost type with a max CP of 1,476. Just check that sprite out. I know it's the weakest Mega in the game, but just check it out. It's got a giant diamond or ruby from somewhere, people. Its eyes have gone bright red. It has a max CP of 1,943, and I know this is weak, but you never know. This could be good for the Ultra League, but then again, there is 2 other Megas above it that will probably be even better. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please remember to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time.